All right, y'all, what is going on? Back with another video. Happy Monday. Just got to work, and I knew the news last night, and I wanted to wait till the morning to do it because I just didn't. I wasn't into making it a video. I was relaxing with the rest of the family, so I was going to wait till the morning to do this. Coach Bailey has been released of his duties at Georgia Southern, and it's been long overdue. Basically, you had a guy here that was running a defense that was dead last in the FBS, and even with all the shortcomings, you still had ways to win the games, but the bend don't break defense was just not good enough. I mean, when you're giving up, all of these plays, and you are finding ways to not put away games, it was just a situation where it was time to move on. Now, I know a lot of people saying that Coach Clay Helton has to go and the buck stops with him. I get it, but I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. He's probably going to have another, year, maybe 2 years before they get rid of him. And the only way to get rid of him if he has like a 3-game season when he only won 3 or 4 games. For him to go bowling the last 4 years, they're going to hang their hat on that, and it is what it is. But nevertheless, Coach Bailey is gone, and people are already saying that Mike Mutz should be the defensive coordinator of Georgia Southern. He is now the defensive coordinator of Stephen F. Austin, I think, and he's already been here under Willie Fritz. So I already knew that name was going to pop up as soon as this happened. But I didn't say anything because I was kind of under the impression that Bailey was going to stay because Coach Clay Helton is kind of loyal to a fault, and he likes to hold on to the guys that he hired. But nevertheless, he announced it that he's gone. The linebacker coach is gone, and he's going to be searching for a new defensive coordinator. I just don't know where he's going to go with this. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I would be extremely surprised if he get Mutz. That's going to probably be a Chris Davis situation, or even more people have to put their hand into the pot to tell Coach Clay Helton this is the guy that you need to get, because Coach Clay Helton does run his ship like a CEO. He does. That's one thing I can say about him, and he pretty much have his hand in everything. And I think that the program has gave him a lot of leeway when it comes to picking, people that he wants. And I think that kind of bit him in the butt for the last at least three years. And that's something that may not need to happen anymore. They're going to need to do something to where he's going to have some insight. Somebody's going to have to talk to him and say, look, you're going to have to probably bring some tradition back home. And I think he tried that already, but you got to understand who was winning around the time when, we were, or who was here at the time we were winning. And, bringing somebody under that Willie Fritz tree would be really nice, especially when it just comes to defense. Now, offensively, you have your own style, and for the most part, it does work. I think what you and Ellis did and what you and Applin is doing, offensively, it works. I can't sit here and say that the offense is necessarily a problem. Could it be better? Yes, but that's not your issue. Your issue has been defense for at least last 2.5 years, and that's pretty much one of the reasons why it cost us at least 2, maybe even 3 bowl games. So yeah, you might need to talk to somebody as far as bringing somebody defensively in, because that's not your wheelhouse, and you swung and missed twice. So I get it. And hopefully he makes the right decision when it comes to the defensive coordinator job, because defense has been our Achilles heel. And I think that, you brought Bailey in from Buffalo, and it just didn't pan out, the way that we thought it would. At the end of the day, you're looking at a situation where the defense probably cost you maybe 4 out of the 6 losses, maybe 5. I mean, we could look at Fresno State. We could look at, you could possibly even look at JMU. You can look at Arkansas State, which is probably mostly on the offense. but you can look at Arkansas State, and you can probably look at Southern Miss as well. I mean, we absolutely look at ODU, but the ODU game was lost as soon as the interception was thrown. So, yeah. But, but at the end of the day, we'll see how it plays out. I think that this is the best, this is the bare minimum you could do as far as making changes. You could have cleaned house. Chris Davis could have cleaned house, and that would have been suffice as well. Because, I'm not that big up on Helton, but I do see I do see some things that will work under his coaching. I do see that. It's just that, you need more insight on what you're trying to do is to build this team. Everything can't run through you as far as who you hire and who you fire. Especially right now with the defensive coordinator, you're going to need some some insight from others, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need insight on that, whatever we do. So it's nothing wrong with that. But nevertheless, I'm gonna get out of here. I got to get on this road. I'm back in the saddle, trying to make it happen. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Hopefully, your week goes well, and we're going to see what bowl we're going to. And before I get out of here, no, I do not want to talk about the Falcons, so I probably won't be talking about them at all for the next few days. But I definitely will be talking about those Atlanta Hawks. Those guys, those Hawks, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about them later on today or later on this week. So I'll see you guys then. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.